Welcome members. Today we're doing a small podcast in regards to our landscaping project. I have Josh on the left, Dermot in the middle and Matt on the right. Josh and Dermot are from Balmain & Co, our constructors out there on the project, and Matt is our landscape architect. So welcome guys. Thank you for spending some time this morning to actually go through the project and explain it to the members. Matt, I'll lead off the question with you. You're the brains trust behind this, the landscape architect, and basically have put this whole scheme together. If you can give us a quick overview on what you see as the vision of the project and how we're working with the club.
Yeah, thanks Matt. Matt Allen from Bush Projects. We've been working with the club for a couple of years now to develop a master plan for the main entry of the club, really to just increase the members' experience on arrival and just bring the entrance of the club up to scratch. So sort of started down at the pro shop area where we've just opened that space up to really open the views up to the course itself and increase the experience coming in, and that'll include new fencing as well, Australian hardwood fencing. And then moving up to the car park area, we're going to upgrade the batters of the car parks, get in some nice walls and some shade trees, and again revamp the entire garden area, just to increase the user experience on entry. We're updating the entry stairs to the main entry for safety, including new lighting throughout the car park. And then we're moving through to the alfresco zone to really boost that area for events, including a pergola, opening that space up to a new garden area and having opportunity for kids to increase the, members of a younger generation.
Thanks Matt, thanks for the overview. I'll hand it across to Dermot and Josh now, who are constructing the project. Maybe Derm, can you lead us off with the pro shop and the car park areas and where we're at with that and what's yet to be done?
Yeah, sure thing. Thanks, Matt. So during stage 4 lockdown, we managed to get through all the construction work reasonably well. Obviously being a lot easier down that bottom section where everyone uses for the entrance. We're able to capitalise on that and make some really great progress, and also put all the in-ground infrastructure that was required to bring the project home at a later stage. So what you would have seen is a lot of that in-ground infrastructure works happening, which has been really beneficial whilst I suppose the club and the members were all away. We're able to do that with a lower risk of safety and interaction. But yeah, the pro shop's looking fantastic with the area at the front, the exposed aggregate, the edge beams. The fencing is due to arrive on site in approximately 2 weeks, so early December we'll have the battens going up. We've planted out and all the irrigation is in. You see there's areas handed back over. Matt from Bush has got a fantastic native planting schedule that's in there. It's really starting to kick now in spring and into summer. And with these fences going in, that area is going to be looking amazing in the new year. You obviously see us up there in the entrance stairway, which is the feature point of the project from my mind. As Matt pointed out, increasing the safety and regrading, opening up these areas. So the stairs are coming together. We've faced some challenges working through the mudstone that's in the embankment there. It is a little bit slower going than anticipated, but we've gone back to the drawing board with some over-engineering with the footings with Matt and his design team, with all the steel being fabricated off-site. really excited to see how this particular area is all going to come together with the feature lighting. I think at night time or at dusk when you're exiting the club, it's going to be fantastic looking out there once all the stock is grown in. We will be deferring all the planting for the rest of the project until March. It's just horticultural common sense not to plant out in the peak of summer. And then we'll be moving on over into the car park in the alfresco area, which Josh will have a few more things to say about that.
Yep, so moving through into the alfresco area, there's a new pergola being constructed off the back of the existing alfresco area just to kind of move the flow through and into the garden area. A lot of that area is getting reshaped to give more usable level space. We have some new fences going up behind the practice nets to break that up. We've got quite a few different elements with a water play area going in there just to help bring the children into the area and give it a bit more usable space. So we should see that area, the club's already started on the green waste demolition, so we'll be making a start into that in the next week. To really start hitting it home and have some concrete down on the ground before we go away for Christmas, to then really hit it home with the final elements in the pergola after Christmas to bring home the landscaping and the planting in February. So a big one that everyone's going to see moving into the middle to later part of January is we'll be occupying parts of the car park, small portions at a time, to reconstruct the walls. So there's new honed bluestone sleeper retaining walls going in. At each tiered car park section, they will have top and bottom landscaping and also an electrical upgrade through there with new lighting. Just to give better visibility through movement through the car parks.
So to summarise, I guess, progress and forecast completion dates. So as I've said, the pro shop area is all but done with the fencing to be dropped in the coming weeks. So I think by the end of the year, we'll be able to hand that area back over fully to the club. Up into the entrance stairway, we'll be pouring all the stairs in the new year with the steel being dropped on with a view to close it out by the end of January. Simultaneously, we'll be working in the alfresco area with the view to try and get as much handed back over for some forecast events that'll be happening in mid to late Feb. And then whilst we're doing that, the walls will be happening in a sequential fashion. As Josh pointed out, we're going to be taking up portions of the car park at a time. There will be quite busy there, so we appreciate everyone's patience, as everyone has been so far. We appreciate the patience in advance. So that'll happen through January and into February. And as I mentioned before, we're going to look at planting, or we'll be planting out the rest of the project in early March. That is just so we don't suffer any heat days and we give the stock the best opportunity for success through our 13-week maintenance period. So, yep, we've faced some challenges so far, but we're working through it with everybody, and we're really looking forward to bringing home the end result of Matt's vision and for the club as well.
Brilliant. Big thank you to Josh, Dermot and Matt for giving up their time this morning. Exciting project for the club. We're looking forward to see it developing further and having a grand sort of opening in the early part of next year. So thank you again, guys. We'll see you out there.